and welcome to the Toilet Paper Apocalypse Show. Yes, this is my attempt at cheering you all up as you're stuck all inside, worrying about the world falling apart. So it's I've been stuck in here for 3 weeks, which is not a problem because I'm a Asperger's syndrome nerd, and I basically hate dealing with people anyway. So this is. Yeah, go Asperger's syndrome. Wow, yeah. Things have got a bit worrying in the last week, but I'm not bothered because, really, I mean, we watch all this stuff like, zombie apocalypse stuff, and we all think we're all so prepared, and what's the first thing that worries us? Toilet paper. When was the last time you saw them worrying about toilet paper in The Walking Dead? Yeah, could be a major plot point. Yeah, that's really what Negan's after. And I've been wondering what I can do to help everybody out there. In this quarantine in solitude, and what have I been doing with myself? Well, as you can see, I've been playing the guitar. I've been working because I actually work for a firm where I can work from home. That's actually improved things a lot. Actually, it means I don't have to see my colleagues anymore. And what else? Contrary to what you probably all think I've been doing, I haven't been sitting here watching Netflix and Disney Plus and Prime. Obviously I have, because Picard's on. And Picard was really strange because, I've always said there's things about Star Trek is always Star Trek until it tries to pretend to be another TV show. Like Deep Space Nine is probably one of the best Star Trek TV series ever, except for one small piece where it turns into friends and they all go off on holiday with each other and Worf spoils it. Yeah, and Voyager's okay, it's pretty good. Except these terrible episodes where they build a holographic Irish village and suddenly it becomes Ballykiss Angel. Oh, Father, here's the piglet that I owe you. Ha! Begorra! Shit. I lived in Dublin for 3 months and it's not like that, I can tell you. So what have I been doing? Well, I've actually been painting. As some of you may have noticed, last year I came second in the art contest, and so what I've been doing is painting. And what I've been painting is, for a start, I painted Doctor Who, and then 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 I painted a big Doctor Who. Then I painted this. This is not Doctor Who. This is an actress friend of mine who asked if I would paint her. So she might be Doctor Who one day. And then finally I painted Doctor Who. You might notice a theme running through these. As you can see, this one is Joe and the Doctor, the third Doctor, hiding from the Daleks in a spaceport. If any of you are asking where Joe and the Doctor are, that's because they're hiding very, very well. So, as I said, I've been watching streaming. I've been doing a lot of streaming because there's Well, that's what I usually do. And yeah, I originally didn't like Netflix. I had a problem with Netflix because I was unemployed, and Netflix mocks you when you're unemployed. You know, you'll be sitting there watching something, and all of a sudden it goes, "Are you still watching this? She-Ra and the Princesses of Power at 2 a.m. in the morning, at your time of life." Yeah, so I mean, me and Netflix, we're not cool. Another problem I have with Netflix is the frankly terrible way that it decides what shows to show you. The algorithm is appalling. For example, I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, and Netflix said, "You might like to watch Nazi Mutant Teenage Bloodbath." Nice way to keep up the quality standards there, Netflix. And yeah, I was watching it before Disney Plus came along. That was the days when we actually had Star Wars and Disney stuff on Netflix. The oh so distant days of 2018. And yeah, I watched Alles steht im Kopf. I can't remember the English title, sorry, but Alles steht im Kopf. It's a Pixar film. It's about all the little people, all the little moods that live in your head and control you. It's a marvellous film. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. And then Netflix said to me, "You might like Ein Königreich für ein Lama." I thought, oh, I'll give anything a try once. I watched it. I really enjoyed it. And then Netflix said, "You might like Lilo and Stitch." And I watched that, and I could not believe it was a Disney movie. You know, it's a brilliant movie. And then Netflix said to me, "You might like Frozen." Fuck right off. I know what you're trying to do to me, Netflix. Stealth Disney. You're trying to turn me into one of these people who cosplays Disney characters at Comic-Cons instead of what I normally cosplay, which is Star Wars, which is now owned by Disney. Damn. Yeah, anyway, so I thought what I'd do as well as talking to you and telling you a few things about my life, which is pretty shit at the moment anyway, like everybody else's, hence we need the toilet paper. I mean, what are they doing with all that toilet paper? Yeah? I mean, when I was married, my ex, even she couldn't get through a roll in a day. And you should see the amount of toilet paper she used to use. You know, wiping her face and doing her makeup and you know, wiping all the everything, and yeah. I reckon somewhere there is some maniac like Howard Hughes sitting there in a totally antiseptic room, wrapped from head to foot in toilet paper like Howard Hughes. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd do Steve's recommendations for videos. Yeah, this is stuff that's a bit off the beaten track that you might not have seen, especially if you're a millennial instead of Gen X, which is what I am. Yeah, so yeah, I'm used to this shit. I grew up a latchkey kid. You know, I used to come home, watch TV, put my own lunch on. Mum came home at 9, Dad came home at 7. yeah, what's the problem? So yeah, I've got a few videos for you. I thought I'd recommend. My first recommendation is Doctor Who. Yes, The Invisible Enemy. That's a really brilliant. I really like this one. This is the first K9 one, and it's one where the Doctor catches a virus, which lodges in his brain, and yeah, you might not like that. So, and what you might like is this is the Amiga Man, which is where Charlton Heston is the last man alive because everybody else has caught a virus which he made, and he had the yeah, you might want to forget that one as well. Then there's, of course, there's the Andromeda Strain. It's a brilliant film from the 70s, which is again about a virus which kills everybody, and you might like to pass on that one. So another one that might be quite fun for you is Moon. This is one of my favourite ones. It's all about a lone astronaut who is isolated on the moon except for his computer. This is my life at the moment, really, isn't it? Then, of course, what else do we have? We have The Changes. You probably won't have heard of this one. This was one when I was a school kid, in the days when I was a latchkey kid, and this is basically about how society suddenly devolves back to a primitive state with no machines and no toilet paper. Yeah, well, then of course this one's a bundle of laughs. This is Robinson Crusoe on Mars. It's a great film, this. It's all about an astronaut who is stranded all on his own on Mars with his pet monkey. Yeah, you might want to give that one a miss as well. And then there's, of course, there's the Interstellar. Now, this basically was Christopher Nolan's attempt to outbore Solaris. And it's about an astronaut who falls into a black hole and spends eternity there. And finally, for all of those of you who are having problems getting any food because the supermarket's all sold out, then you might like this one. Soylent Green. The future is people. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, keep your peckers up, and don't worry, because this only lasts until April the 20th, and then yeah, we can all go out again, except for, of course, those people who are going out already. I mean, which part of stay at home do you not understand? You know, it's not that hard staying at home. Just pretend that I've invited you to one of my comedy shows. Okay, well, that's it for me for now. Have a nice time. Look forward to MagicCon and to FedCon. I know I am, because they're both after April the 20th, and as long as we sit at home and do sod all, then yeah. Fun.